of Martin, out of Malcolm, out of Mecca. I refuse to let these dirty devils make Michael a beggar. A hero CEO, I will go Magneto for my people.
Hey everybody, it's the coach. Welcome you to another installment of Madden Ultimate Team. There's been a lot of talk leading up to this matchup, and it's finally here. But can it live up to all the hype?
And off we go from Denver. Fielded right around the 8. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yards with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100-plus the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play.
Look, we came into this, we're focused on Randy Moss, and now he has our full attention with his first grab of the game.
Well, he's one of only 2 players to go a whole season averaging over 100 yards receiving and average a touchdown per game as well. That's a pretty impressive stat.
It really is, especially when you consider that every defense he faced was prepared for him and was kicking coverages in his direction.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, second down. In on the tackle there, Ray Nitsky, and his heyday, it was before my day, it was before your day, but he was something else.
Look, I can still see that 6'6" on his jersey, and him rattling running backs and getting after quarterbacks. He used to wrap his forearms up, and he just, a big flip would come up and thump people in the chest. He was an absolute playing in the linebacker position, especially right there in the middle. A Hall of Famer in 1978, and deservedly so.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. The defensive end, Cameron Wake, brings him down. Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, 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 and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. Tucker's kick is good. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-0. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. So out comes the Washington offense as they get their first shot. And they're led out by their mobile quarterback out of West Virginia. It's Geno Smith.
I still remember back in 2013 when he was drafted out of West Virginia. He was coming off of back-to-back 4,000-yard seasons for the Mountaineers. Hadn't seen as much game time in recent years, but at one point, a capable starter in the NFL.
They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
second. Now Smith. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Lawrence Taylor coming in to drop it for a loss of 8. And it also brings up 4th. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2. So on 4th down, on comes the left-footed punter, Kevin Huber, to punt it away. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. On the return, Johnson. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10. From the gun, a run for Johnson. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a 1st down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
They stay on the ground on 1st with Johnson. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco 1st down. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And a nice pickup there as he'll get about 9, and that will lead us to a stoppage here at the 2-minute warning. 41 yards on the ground for him so far. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. Ball at the 8 here for 2nd and a yard, maybe a touch less. Here's Cunningham. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Jackson. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. Out of the gun here, it's Cunningham. And it's caught. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. This is caught. Touchdown. Antonio Gates from 3 yards out. And they're able to add on to their advantage.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. A drive by time of 6 plays, and it ends with a Denver touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Oh, he caught it. Just couldn't get the feet down. Couldn't get that toe tap sequence, right? I was ready to call him tippy toes if that one was completed.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Smith. He'll set up the screen to Gray. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Clock running as Washington will try and hurry up. From the gun on 3rd down, Smith. And that is incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get on track in this one.
Punting now is Huber as he sends it away. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. Time for us to spotlight Chris Johnson. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
Well, now he's looking just to add to his totals.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield of man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Caught by Gates, left side. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play, because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
He's got a man. It's Chad Johnson. He will have a first down here as they get into field goal range, down just shy of the 20. On first down, it's Cunningham. Throw left side, complete to Moss. And out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
Let's go now.
Off play action, it's Cunningham. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
So many times we talk about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
On second down, here's Cunningham. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. 6 plays got him down here. This is play number 7, third and goal. Cunningham to throw. And that is caught, but he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge, incomplete. Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So a counter there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. Taken at the goal line. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Washington offense ready to go to begin the third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
This is intercepted. And the Broncos are in great shape here as they take over at the 46-yard line.
And that has to be a little bit discouraging, because after all their halftime talk, adjustments and points of emphasis,
Their first drive ends with an interception. Absolutely aggravating if you're a head coach because you spent all that time, gone through every situation possible, and it still ends in a turnover.
So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. His throw incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Now Cunningham. Flipping left side, and he's got him in. That's Jackson. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know what going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Up the middle, Johnson. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Cunningham. And he's got it. Touchdown, Broncos. From 13 yards out. And the Broncos will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
And that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench because they accomplish exactly what they set out to do. Take care of the football, eat up a little clock, end up in the end zone. Now they've got a cushion for the rest of the game. So they didn't just help themselves offensively, they helped their defense out as well.
Nathaniel Hackett told his offense to stay put. They're going for 2. They'll try and throw for it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Come on, hey!
On 1st down, Smith flushed out right. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Defenders are always happy anytime they can sack the quarterback for a loss of 10 or more yards. There's an example there. High fives all around.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Ready, go! Ready.
They'll run it up the middle now. Gordon. And he's going to get this from the 6 out to the 12. A pickup of 6 as they double their workspace. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. Welcome back now to Denver. It's the Commanders in possession of the football, but they trail as we start this 4th quarter. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Here's Kevin Huber now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Johnson on the return. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. They'll try and run down some clock with Johnson. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
That could have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in a position to make a play on the ball without a penalty.
Man open, it's Moss, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way, it worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
They'll give up the middle to Johnson. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. Working with 2nd and 5 now. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. The Cunningham's throw complete there to Johnson. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 18. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. That one looks like he'll throw here. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Moss. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Chris Johnson, a 6-yard touchdown run. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. They go I formation, fullback leads the way for the touchdown. Sort of a lost art, isn't it?
It really is, but sometimes when you're able to bring it back and use it against other teams, they're not prepared for it. They haven't seen it in a while, and now you gain an advantage, and we just saw that advantage result in a touchdown.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will bump the lead up to 26. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. And not only is this defense pitching a shutout, now they're contributing points themselves. I mean, they have really put together what's almost been a perfect effort here in this one.
I love how you express that. They've absolutely exceeded expectations in this one. And even better than their play, it's been their effort. Even with the win in their back pocket already, every one of those guys is still out there fighting like it's a tie game.
Tucker with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
Throwing again on second down. Smith. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Terrell Suggs from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns, and a late sack, just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Throwing now is Geno. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29.
They should put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
Desperation time for Smith on 4th down. Finding Williams once more, complete. Yeah, this is going to wind up working out just fine as he'll have a Washington first down. And an exhale there as they convert on 4th. So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense is they held the ball pretty well.